get in place the actual knowledge base. How do you translate that into service? So obviously, if someone likes something, that's a pretty easy translation. But how can you get that knowledge out during the course of your normal service?
Well, look, I think one thing that I try to do with training material, and I do think it's important to go one step beyond this, because having a background on these categories of spirits and cocktail technique and understanding the why behind things is very important. But in a way, I like to reverse engineer the guest experience, right? You don't
Okay.
need to know the history of tequila to explain it to a guest. But there are a lot of common questions that guests will ask that you should know the answers to, and that you and I, when we were behind the bar, have experienced on the receiving end.
Hmm.
What are guests asking? What are they interested in? What do they have trouble wrapping their heads around? Those should be the priority pieces of information that you're giving about these categories, because you're now arming your team with the information they need to interact with their guests. So it's not about knowing everything. It's about being able to explain, kind of continuing on the agave train here, what is the difference between tequila and mezcal? Does this tequila have a worm in it? Why not? Why is that bad? These are, they all have roots in history and roots in science and roots in, a much deeper understanding of the category. But let's start with that.